thanks a lot, Azuka. Thanks for the Marks Evans team. It is always a pleasure to be the noisy partner in this session. I'm not the guy who talks very sophisticated words upstream, downstream. I'm not this guy. Okay, that's why I even changed the session to be yet another supply chain talent session. Yeah, we have been talking it years and years. Okay, so my name is Wala. I'm Egyptian. I'm a chemist as profession. I started with P&G, then Kimberly-Clark. Then I moved to React Ceramics. So from fast-moving consumer goods to building material, and we will talk this in the talent part. I've been around more than 40 countries, made pro bono consultation and education in more than 70 organizations to 22,000 individuals, adding your numbers, which count out to more than 100,000 training hours. I have 2 programs registered under my name, which is the Entrepreneurial Supply Chain Architect, the one that we will take some items from it today, and something for our region, Middle East and Africa, okay, where the small SMEs and the small organizations suffering from all the disturbance that started in 2008 from the economic disturbance, that how we can improve the service time, efficiency, and profit for them. So I don't do this for profit, and I don't do it for the big organization, only for the small ones. Okay, and I have a very small YouTube channel that have like 200 people on it. Okay, that I talk those ideas. So whenever you want, just click there and subscribe will be appreciated. Okay. Just don't do the dislike part. It's bad. Okay. What is React Ceramics? We are around in 160 countries. We are producing more than 170,000 SKUs. React Ceramics is the largest ceramic producer in all Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and the largest ceramic production distribution compound globally. Okay. We produce huge volume here from the desert of Ras Al Khaimah. Okay, Ras Al Khaimah is located in UAE, just 100 kilometers away from Dubai. So I'm living not in Dubai. I'm living in where the internet connection, typically a desert. Okay, we produce everything from toilets, ceramics, furniture. So why I've done the leap of faith? Okay. So I've been in love with supply chain for the past 25 years. I've done consultation work, being a board member in many of the organizations since I started to fall in love with supply chain for the first computer game that I had in 1994. I'm that old. And it was Transport Tycoon. And since then, this is the game that I play on the computer. I look like a geek. I am a geek, okay. But this is the game that I play every single day. I play it in the factory, I play it in the real life, and I return back to my PC, or I play the application on the mobile. Okay, it's a free source, so I keep playing it for the past 25 years. Right, enough about myself. It is about the talent. So my introduction about myself, yes, I like myself, but it will build up why we are talking it. So let me introduce to you my mentor and a lady that I really love. Laura Ciceri is one of the pioneers in supply chain insights, that she talked the truth about supply chain. It is not all about, let's talk about Amazon, let's talk about P&G. It is let's talk about the truth, the hard truth in the background of the supply chain. She has 3 published books, and her organization, Supply Chain Insights, are doing regular studies about the supply chain issues and the supply chain pain items. So you will find that I flagged here in red, okay, the knowledge, the availability of knowledge and talent was a pain in 2014. I intentionally took the screenshot of 2014 and talking, okay, 2021, 7 years later. I believe everyone who looks to the slide right now knows that those talents are exactly the same. Azuka was just talking about that our leadership, we were always in our silo solving the issues. Now, this is the time to engage our leadership. This is the time that the presidents of the countries started to talk supply chain. This is the time that my 90-year-old grandmother just asked me, why supply chain is so expensive? Because she heard it in the news, she heard it in the talk shows. and she does not understand what is this, and everyone is talking about it. It have been a pain, and now it is a pain, but it is a less pain. But still, the talent part is a pain. If you look at those items, yesterday we were talking about the dirty data, the master data accuracy as the main source of your job. So 2021, 7 years later, we are still in the same pain. So why we are in the same pain? Again, 2014, there were easy jobs to find and to hire, and there was difficult jobs to hire. The easiest to hire was always the customer service manager and the transportation planner. Get this guy, there is an experienced guy who have a phone and knows all the drivers. He can do the transportation planning and the transportation flow. Customer service manager, I'm not like disconnecting the quality of the job itself. I'm saying the availability in the market to get this job. Yet the hardest to get in the market in 2014, when this study was done, until today, a demand planner who actually knows what to plan and how to plan and how to work with the volatility of the planning. An IT manager who knows supply chain project. It is not for him, let's do the scrums and let's do the sprints and let's do the rainfall chart and just say, yes, this will happen, let's upgrade for SAP for HANA, let's get the new Oracle design, let's implement for you WMS for 50 million dirhams. Guys, we need people who knows and understand the business. Okay. Then this summarized to a flow that says there are talent problems now, and Laura and her team just expected this what will be the pain in the next 5 years based on the surveys. I always look to this slide and laugh, because when she was talking about 2017, 14 and 5 years from now, she was talking about 2019. And the challenges between a green is lesser, red is top, and the ongoing challenges, this is where simply the challenges are still the same. Some of them maybe change it, but what I can see that we are still there. I had the choice to, I have the 2021 slides from her, but it applies for, I would say, her region and the American and the European region. So I made my own assessment for the Africa and Middle East region. If you look at it, I just marked what now is our challenges. So I marked a cross, it means still there. Okay, sorry, no more challenge. A tick, it means still there. So change in the skill requirement, still there, happening every day. People were working before on the computer. You need to know Excel and VLOOKUP before you touch even a supply chain job. Now there is XLOOKUP. Okay, yeah, it is in principle, it is the same, but even the questions is different. Lack of college recruit. Yes, it is solved, but the supply chain talent being pulled away, because after 3-4 years of working in supply chain, after the person understand the job, he get burned out. There is a group on Facebook, funny, it works by invite. So it is called, it is between the employees of FedEx and the employees of UPS, and the group called Fed Up, and they share their daily pain. The pain of the pickers, the pain of the people distributing. We were saying e-commerce have boosted our business. Yeah, have we thought about the poor driver who need to drop 50 extra deliveries every day right now? He's the one, while we were working from home, okay, he was the one who was operating. So after a while, they get burned out and they just want to move to a desk job, or they move out of the whole pain of the supply chain. There was the pain of hard finding the talent in emerging countries. And this is what we are in right now. That's why before that, to make a summit for Africa, I attended summits that is talking Middle East. That was done in Dubai. We will talk about Middle East and Africa, and we invite everyone to Dubai. Then you will find all the examples talking about Amazon, US, Alibaba, Apple. Guys, we want to come. We want an example about Africa. We want an example about the challenges that we have seen in the trade market and the trade deals that Juan yesterday was sharing. We want to see the pain of this place does not have even a paved road out of the port. Okay, I worked in Nigeria. That's why I'm having this passion about Nigeria. I worked in Nigeria for 3 years. The pain to put the P&G factory there, okay, and to organize the whole supply chain to get a quick bank transfer and quick bank deal. I'm not saying that Nigeria is bad. Egypt is having its own challenges. Kenya have its own challenges. Still, we have hard finding the infrastructure, and because the infrastructure is difficult, it is hard to find the talents as well to work with this infrastructure. There was also at the back end, the very most difficult thing that we will have. The expectation 5 years back was that we will not embrace the new ways. This is now is not an issue. If you look to the right-hand side, won't embrace new ways. It's in violet and it have an X. Actually, no, we are embracing the new ways every day. Look to the boost of the e-commerce. Look to the boost of using the mobile. Look to the boost that we are in a Zoom meeting. Before that, summits was always done in hotels. Okay. I believe that this is not an issue anymore, especially in our region. Lack of key skills, still an issue. Okay. So I added 3 black items that I want to talk about it. I made it here in black because we are always called the black continent. Okay. So I see challenges in Africa. Number 1 is investment versus cost. I've been involved in a famous project, okay, to build a silo for chemical material, okay, it's powder material, and to build a silo and to make it all automated so we can move to bulk instead of the big bags. This project is happening in all the regions, in all the factories related to the multinational company I was working in. Yet every time we try to deploy it in Africa, so in Egypt, in Nigeria, in Morocco, even in Saudi, in the Peninsula Gulf, every time the investment does not justify that we go for it. Because when you compare between the salaries of the US and the Europeans compared to our salaries in this region, it does not pay out in 3 years or 5 years. It needs like 20 years to pay out in a project. By that time, you will scrap the silo and you will rebuild it again. So here, the leadership, especially in the multinational organization, looking to the investment, they need to focus on. Talking about the silos, there is something happening in the region here, and I've been seeing it increasing every single day during the past 3 years. Silo hiring. No cross-hiring and no cross-pollinating between industries. I was blessed by a leadership team in my current company that they agreed as board, we want to cross-pollinate our building material industry by someone from the fast-moving consumer goods, because fast-moving consumer goods is always the best when it comes to delivery and service. We want to improve our service. We want to improve our fulfillment. Get a guy who knows how to fulfill as if we are giving Carrefour, as if we are shipping to the consumer at his own doorsteps. And this, how I was hired, because they called me, then I found a call from the CEO telling me this what will happen, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I don't see it. Food, remain in food. Pharmaceutical, remain. You will get a call from a recruiter telling you, yeah, I saw your CV, I saw your LinkedIn. No. You didn't work before in food. No, because they want someone from food. They want someone from petroleum. They want someone. Then I found it not only happening to me and to my group, it's happening across, even to the extent of 3 years, 4 years experienced people getting rejected because he's not from the industry. Guys, sorry, we are in the art of planning and moving the product. Yes, there are some items specific to the industry, but we need to start cross-pollinating, because if you are trying always to get from the same industry, you will get from the same pool, probably from the same universities, probably from the same contacts and community. Then when you are facing an issue, probably you will get the same answer, probably you will get the same solution, probably you'll get the same defect. Then where is your differences versus the other company? Then the last thing before we move to the next talent, how we try to solve this. The 4X age myth. So if you are 39, Mabruk, you can get the job. Once you reach 40, you will find some funny talks. Okay, we were talking about diversity and inclusion, and you never get it as a clear communication. It will be just said there. The 4X age myth was for the previous generation, because the people, when they moved to non-computerized, to the computer business, the 4X generation and the 50s and the 60s year were not able to embrace the new ways. They were clicking on the keyboard like this. We are the generation who actually invented those projects. We were the early developers to see Amazon. I was the department Google before Google or Yahoo exist. They were like asking me, what is the time in Germany right now? What is the time in things that was in our brain? And we embraced the technology and we embraced the phones. You can see not all of you and the community are geeks like me with all this technology. I'm talking about, we should, even as leaders, it's not an issue to get a 40X person, okay, to be your second in command or to be even a planner. Maybe his passion to be a demand planner all his life. He does not want to go to be a director. So we need to get out of this. Right. And by the way, it is not only Wala thoughts. MIT, the most professional people in doing studies. I always cannot pronounce the Massachusetts, okay, Institute of Technology. Okay, they have looked to this. Yes, we should depend on the new generation and the young entrepreneurs and the young employees, but the most successful is the 30s, 40s generation, because he still have the power to do, and here he have the intention to teach and to coach, and he's still not grumpy, not want to change. Okay, so moving forward, how to hunt for the talent. You need to hunt for an entrepreneurial employee. Entrepreneurial employee is not a new concept that I invented. Entrepreneurial employee have been always there. Just I looked into what are the talents that is needed for an entrepreneurial supply chain architect. An entrepreneurial employee identification is, there is the owner, the general manager, the director, that is probably 1 or 2 people in the organization. The entrepreneurial employee is found in every organization, but in a different percentage. It is maximum 1 or 2 employees per 100. Okay. The shining star, you will find him in marketing, you will find him in supply chain, you will find him in operation. 1 or 2 people that he's always for you, the one to go for. When everything goes bad, this is the one to solve out. Okay. I always say the whole organization is my right hand. The entrepreneurial employee is my left hand. When this fails, this is the one who operates. Then there is the high performer employees. By the way, we all know them. You are all high performer employees. If you are just attending this summit, it means you are not from the crowd. You are already a high performer employee. Maybe some of you are entrepreneurial. Maybe some of you are high performer. Good for you. Trust me. The people attending this summit, for sure, are high performers or more. Okay. Then the rest of the crowd, I'm not talking about the 2-3% that may be bad employees. Those we never discuss. Okay. The rest of the crowd are the good employees, the 80% that they are not bad and not extra, not entrepreneurial, not high performer, but they are doing their job that they are hired for, and they leave on time. They when you push on them, they get you more success and benefit, but return back to the comfort zone. They are needed. They are there to balance and serve the business. Okay. So the entrepreneurial employee have certain individual characteristics. Not all of us have the talent to catch them and to capture their talent. So here are some items that you need to work on getting in your next hiring session, okay, and where to look at. The entrepreneurial supply chain architect is having an attitude. Number one, anything is possible. This is number one. He sees the opportunity all around. So if he's in a falafel shop, he will just look, if this guy do this, it will be better. And sometimes even he will just go and tell the falafel shop owner, why you don't do this? Can you call for me the manager? Can you call for me the owner? Without a fight, he would just give an idea and go. He doesn't care. He have the attitude of seeing the impossible and that everything can happen. For him, nothing is unrealistic. Okay, we know that it cannot be done right now, but I can see it in the future. He can look to the desert and can see the trucks moving around. And he or she have the belief that it is never too late. It is not too late to start studying law. It is not too late to move from Egypt to Nigeria to Saudi to Bahrain to UAE. And if I have a job in Sydney, I will just travel. Okay. It is never too late to do anything. It is never too late to start my own restaurant and forget about the whole supply chain. They are willing to take risks. They take calculated risks. You will see him or her approaching you even in the interview. You need to ask him, what is your idea about the risks? I'm not talking about bungee jumping without ropes. I'm talking about calculated risk. The childlike wonder and curiosity. They don't have an issue to drop a joke during the interview or during a session while everyone wearing the suit and putting the tie. The first time I got into the stage doing a lecture in a university, and there was a dress code, a tie. So to allow me up, I had to have a tie. This is like strict policy. Then once I'm on the stage, I took off the tie because guys, if you want me to be moving around, I need to be comfortable. So I'm not here to teach you and be discomfortable. I want to be comfortable. Since then, I didn't put a tie. We should take leaps for the unknown. And the entrepreneurial employee, the one that you want in the supply chain, is taking leap into the unknown, trying a new software, trying a new application, trying a new supplier that no one tried. If we all will go for DHL, Amex, and FedEx and Agility, so who will be the dealing with the small companies? Okay. Those people they contribute on something bigger than themselves. Like you are coming to spend 2-3 hours listening and teaching and networking and distributing your work. You spend time doing the presentation, you spend effort talking, contributing in something bigger than yourself. Yesterday we were talking about, we want to move the community forward. They put solution to learn and grow. While doing this, they are focused on what is needed. There is an identification for the opportunity. I can do this now, I can do this tomorrow, and I generate businesses. They are connected, real connection, not like the 10,000 followers I have on LinkedIn. But as I was talking on the YouTube channel, I have 200 subscribers, or maybe 190. But I know them, they know me, they listen to me. Okay. Building this network day by day is better than 100,000 followers. Okay. Those people are connected, real connection list with an emotional bank account that I can pick a phone and say to the CEO of a port, my friend, I need the shipment now. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sometimes it is not about like breaking the system, but pulling a favor in a critical time to save the business. Okay, as long as it is within the law. Okay, maybe all my discussion looks like it's only about extroverts. No, sorry. Introverts and shy people are always appreciated. There are systems, they are living, there is a website, it will be included in the presentation, it's in the corner. Sasha here have made a whole website talking about shying off can be your strength point. And thanks to COVID-19, shy people, introverts, was actually sitting on their computers working exactly like the introverts. So extroverts, introverts, shy people, all is the same. As long as in the job, you are fulfilling the job. This concludes my discussion. My last thoughts. Please, supply chain people in every place in the world, support the world. I was talking with the chief operating officer of DP World, the biggest port in the world. And I was asking why foldable containers are not a thing till now, why it is not a big volume till today. It can reduce the transportation, it can reduce the food carbon print, it can reduce the space that the containers are taking in the port, it can make more utilization for your service. He told me it needs companies to embrace it. It needs people to be advocate for it. I captured here pictures from the internet. I'm not working for those companies. I don't care which company to do it. There are more than 8 different companies that is making foldable containers. We need to, we as supply chain people need to start asking for those containers from our freight forwarders, from our providers, so we start making the chain. Imagine the space that will be reduced, because right now vessels are just shipping air. It's a whole another discussion. Just this, what I wanted to leave you as a message. Talent is there, opportunities is there, connect the dots and go forward. Thanks a lot. Hello, questions? Let me close the presentation. Hello, anybody?
Hello,
home?
everyone. Is there any questions for Wala? Could you kindly post them on the chat box now? While he's here, we can ask him a few questions. This is the best time for you to actually make use of the conference.
I'm noisy enough and they want me down.
I don't think so, Wala. Azu, are you there? We can see you, but I think you are freezed on the screen, Azu. Thanks, Wala, for the wonderful presentation. I think there is a lot to learn from the presentation. It was very well explained. We have a few questions that just came up.
So thank you for the presentation. Thanks, One House. Okay, what is the best way to manage high rotation of employees in Africa? Oh, yeah. Okay, so first, there's no great formula. One of the things that, okay, if I'm like wearing my suit, I will tell you, you need to work with them, love them, give them the support, but you will not go to the supermarket and give him the support or the recognition or the certificate that you gave him to feed his kids. Unfortunately, for all of us, I'm not saying this, your company or my company, there is an attitude of let's suck the blood of certain regions. Let's suck the blood of the employees. You will find certain jobs start with $2,000 and certain jobs, no. Why forklifter will take this? This is, Habibi, forklifter can destroy your whole business, can put one wrong item in the container. They don't understand this. So we need always to give the message that every penny that you are spending on making the people on the ground happy will reflect that they will stay in the job. No one want to change jobs. They want to change jobs because they want to grow. Part of the grow is career. Maybe he's a forklifter, then he get educated to a degree that he want to be a planner. So I do always the cross-pollination within the department. I do rotation within the department, and I try to grow the people as fast as I can. If they are from the 10% and the 20%. Africa specifically, most of the people want to move out to different place. Okay, my message, I didn't get my management and director promotion except when I digged in more. I left Egypt, I left the central office for Africa in PNG, and I went to Nigeria, and there where I got promoted, and because I learned new talents. Okay, so I hope this answered the question, Juan. Then what is the proportion of 40 feet container utilized in shipping? Okay, I would say I would always answer for my my industry right now. First, the 40 feet container and the 20 feet container, it is not only about its utilization. So my product, I ship, let's say, my two main products is tiles and sanitary ware. Sanitary ware, of course, just imagine the toilet seat and how much space it takes while it is a lightweight. While the tiles, the box is just 60 centimeter by 60 centimeter by 5, is the same weight as a full toilet like this. So I utilize the 40 feet container for the things that I'm shipping air. So I need the more space. While the 20 feet container, I use it because of the volume and weight. I would say my message was forget about 40 feet and 20 feet. Just think about foldable containers, disposable containers. I had a full presentation about if you are shipping chemicals in tanks, in the plastic tanks or the fiber tanks, why you don't move to isotainers, which is just the balloon inside the container. It is half the price, okay? And it will improve the environment and improve the shipping of air. So 40 feet container, I believe we have some of the Mercer group with us. Maybe they can give you the correct analysis. Okay, thanks for the great presentation. Lots of learning, hopefully. Thanks a lot. Great presentation. Thank you. How successful have you been hiring people into RAC from other supply chain industries and experience? Okay, specifically, alhamdulillah, I was successful. If we are talking about percentage, it was always a good thing. Look, I will never hire a person that I'm not convinced of. Simple like this. I didn't hire anyone. I've been with RAC for 4 years. None of the people that I hired was from the ceramic industry or the building material industry. None of them. Okay. I have 1,200 people in my team. And of course, turnover is, this is an expat community. People are moving around all the time. None of them is coming from the building material industry. Okay, in any subsidiary in Middle East and Africa, here in UAE, or even the team in Europe, none. So I hope this answered the question. Okay, so how successful? The word successful is like, I'd be very snob if I say I'm successful. No, but I didn't hire any from the building material industry. Okay, any more?